It only sounds right. And Tom Brady is proven. In fact, yesterday, when they clinched their division, he broke records. Another record. He's the GOAT. You know? And I know I'm going to catch a lot of heat from the Raider Nation, but I have to go by stats, facts. Okay. Why would Tom Brady come to the Raiders? Um, Actually, he just got custody of his kids in Florida. Why would he want to come to Las Vegas? But like I said, he knows Coach McDaniel's playbook very well. He's playing at a high level performance. He's 45 years old, playing at a high level, breaking every record, setting every record rather. And um, however, Tom Brady knows that no team in the NFL hates him more than the Raiders. But was Tom Brady's the type that will prove you wrong. You know, he can still play, and playing at the highest level at 45 years old. So why do the Raider fans hate Tom Brady so much? Because of one of the most controversial plays in NFL history. January of 2021, the Oakland Raiders versus the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship for a trip to the Super Bowl, trip to the grand stage, a trip to get a trophy wife. Would have been number 4 for the Raiders. So I remember that day I was there. I was at a sports lounge. I was a young buck at the time, watching the game, drinking up. Yeah, got this. Got high fives. You got this. Raiders to the Super Bowl, baby. That's right. About to pick up a trophy wife. You'll see. The most controversial play in NFL history. A total, completely full-blown call by the referees. Now, I understand the Raider Nation's hate towards the New England Patriots or Tom Brady. And as I grew older, uh, I saw the bigger picture. You know, there's politics behind it. Okay? In fact, that game was January 2001. 12 years later, on a it was off season. It was a March. The NFL owners held a meeting in Arizona, and the NFL owners abolished the tuck rule by a 29-1 vote. The only team that voted against the tuck rule were the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Washington Redskins abstained from the vote. So basically, what happened is that tuck rule, that some call it Tom Brady tuck rule, it was taken out of the rule book 12 years later after it happened. Why? It was a bad call. Every NFL team, every NFL player, every NFL fan knows it was a bad call. They screwed the Raiders over. So that's why the Raiders don't like the New England Patriots and Tom Brady. But that was 22 years ago. It was the referees that screwed the Raiders over. Trip out. Last week, the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Los Angeles Rams. And the newspaper said, and I'll post a screenshot so you can see. It said The referees almost screwed the Bengals like the way they did the Raiders, which is referring to the 2001 tuck rule, the Tom Brady play, the play that screwed the Raiders over. So that's why the Raider fans have a resentment. But once you have understanding that it was politics behind it, it was the referees, it was the NFL. Oh, but Tom Brady was involved because he's the one that Tom Brady's who got sacked and he fumbled the ball. Oh, but it was Tom Brady. Does Tom Brady call the shots in that game, or do the referees do? The NFL calls the shots. So when I saw the politics behind it and knowing the history of the Raiders, Al Davis with the referees, brought understanding. It brought closure. So I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, but Tom Brady to the Raiders, or do we draft quarterback, which could work out for the Raiders' future if we get, look how it did with Burrows from the Bengals. Look how it's doing with Justin Herbert of the Chargers. And even the back of the draft, Pat Mahomes got drafted. Lamar Jackson got drafted. Allen of the Buffalo Bills got drafted. And those are the top quarterbacks in the league. Tom Brady to the Raiders. Look, Raider fans, this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. Tired of watching the Raiders lose. In fact, never seen the Raiders win a Super Bowl. Saw the Raiders play in the Super Bowl in the 2003 Super Bowl with, the Oakland Raiders versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number one offense versus the number one defense. You see how that went. So, Tom Brady to the Raiders. A proven quarterback that knows how to win. And Kansas City Chiefs, our rivals since the 1960s. They just won like their 15th playoff appearance past 20 years. They just won their 9th consecutive AFC West title. We need to beat the Chiefs. We need to win. We haven't won in 20 years. As far as playoffs, going far in the playoffs. Derek Carr, one playoff appearance in 9 seasons, 9 years. And if we keep Derek Carr next season, we get 7 wins, then we're going to be like, we need to add more pieces again around Derek Carr. He already has Devontae Adams, the best wide receiver in the NFL. He has the most receiving yards since 2014. In the past 9 years, in the past decade, he's been the top receiver in the NFL. Since 2018, he's had the most 30-something, 130-plus yard games. Yesterday against the San Francisco 49ers, he made the play of the year. Incredible catch, just like he's done all season long. Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing yards. 1,500 rushing yards. Best running back in the league. Max Crosby named best defensive end in the league. And, that's why, oh, you're not a Derek Carr fan. Calm down. Just sit down, eat your sandwich. Let me explain. Okay? And I'm thinking about the Raiders' future. The bigger picture. Max Crosby. We need to build around him. How hard is that to understand? To keep him happy, because it's just a matter of time before he gets pissed off and wants to leave. Okay, Josh Jacobs, knowing that he's a free agent, we should have juiced, and he's the best running back in the league. We should have juiced every outside of him, because he's leaving. So, Raider Nation, the reason I'm making this video is because I feel that Tom Brady comes to the Raiders, it's going to divide the Raiders. It is going to divide the Raiders. Okay? I heard somebody say yesterday, if Tom Brady comes to the Raiders, I'm not going to support the Raiders, but it'll still be my team. When you've been seeing your team lose season after season, year after year, comes a point where you just want to see your team win, or just go deep into the playoffs, make some noise, and Super Bowl would be great. So, at the end of the day, my last Raider talk for the year until September. So at the end of the day, from the tomb to the womb, Raider Nation for life, till the wheels fall off.